Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Writing with Rashad, the Joy of Poetic Expression. This is episode 10. This is the season finale of season 1. After this, I'll be taking a little break, handling some more business and things that I want to do and things that I've been planning for a while. So, without further ado, grab your favorite pen, your favorite notebook. Let's get started. Yeah, it's a bittersweet, the fact that I'm not going to be able to pursue this as much as I'd like to, as far as like the writing with Rashad, Joy of Poetic Expression part. I'm still going to be writing, but just being able to do this, I just got to take some time away because I got things planned, I got some other things planned that I want to bring to you all, which I'm very excited about. So, bittersweet. Bittersweet. Bittersweet endings. Bittersweet endings, and then I'm looking forward to like the lovely beginnings, right? So bittersweet endings transform into beautiful beginnings. Bittersweet endings transform into beautiful beginnings. Transform into beautiful beginnings. Bittersweet endings transform into beautiful beginnings, right? So it's a little hot in here, guys and ladies. Bittersweet endings transform into beautiful beginnings. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes it's hard to like let something go, but you got to make room for something new. And that's kind of what I'm saying. I think I can expand on that by saying just that, what I just said right there. So let's see. Bittersweet endings transition into beautiful beginnings. Okay, so I'm feeling like I want to rhyme right now, because sometimes what my technique for what I do, which may help you guys, is like if you can't come up with like the next thing to write after your first sentence or like whatever sentence, if you can't come up with something else to write, then what I would do is try to think of a word that rhymes with the last word that you wrote, and that'll help you like come up and like bubble up ideas of just words, right? And that may give you an idea of something else to write, Usually, more oftentimes than not, that's what I do. So if I can't come up with something just like naturally that comes to my head, like after the first sentence or after the second sentence, if I don't have anything that I can just write next that's just coming to me, then I'll think of a word that rhymes with the last word, and that kind of helped me come up with more ideas, right? So bittersweet endings transition into beautiful beginnings. I'm drawing blanks. So beautiful beginnings. What word rhymes with beginnings? Or that you can make rhyme with beginning? Like me, I would probably use like splendid, right? So bittersweet endings transform into beautiful beginnings. Moments that make me feel splendid. Moments that make me feel splendid. Oops. Sorry, that's my doggy outside doing his job. Bittersweet endings transform into beautiful beginnings. Moments that make me feel splendid, right? Because like I said, sometimes it's hard to let something go, but then you let go of it and you make room for new, and it's kind of like it makes you feel really great that you did that, because it's like, oh, I got something new, that's what you wanted, right? That's why you had to let it go. That's just one example. Sometimes spring cleaning like around the house, getting your space clean, the feng shui, the energy, how it goes. Energy is so important, So bittersweet endings transform into beautiful beginnings. Moment that makes me feel splendid. Moments that make me feel splendid. And I was talking about the energy, right? The energy. If your energy ain't right, then it can hinder you, It can like hold you back, in other words. So, bittersweet endings transform into beautiful beginnings. Moments that make me feel splendid. Moments that make me feel splendid. and I was talking about you can feel hindered, right? So if the energy ain't right, you can feel hindered. Moments that make me feel splendid. If the energy ain't right, if the energy not right, you can feel hindered. You can feel hindered. And that's what I mean is like held back, um, not getting to where you want to go to. So bittersweet endings transform into beautiful beginnings. Moments that make me feel splendid. If the energy ain't right, you can feel hindered. And I'm saying like hindered. Next word I thought of was dinner, which was crazy because like when you're hindered, I remember times I couldn't eat because like I felt hindered, like I wasn't succeeding, I couldn't find a job, I couldn't, or I say I couldn't, but it wasn't happening for me, right? So I felt hindered, and it made me think of like not eating, right? So I'm thinking like I had a lot of hard times. I had a lot of hard times for dinner, So I had a hard times for dinner. That's what I want to say because that's what it made me think. You can feel hindered. I've had too many plates of hard times for dinner. I've had too many plates. Okay, so we're gonna reread this from the top, y'all. Bittersweet endings transform into beautiful beginnings. Moments that make me feel splendid. If the energy not right, you can feel hindered. I've had one too many plates of hard times for dinner. So my thought process is that I'm a winner, right? So my thought process is that I'm a winner. And you guys are a winner too, That's like the thought process, You got to change your thinking from like losing or from a struggle mentality or like, oh, I'm just getting by mentality to like, hey, it's time for me to succeed mentality. You know what I mean? So so I've had too many plates of hard times for dinner. So my thought process is that I'm a winner. All right. Kind of got hot in here on me today, y'all. Okay, so bittersweet endings transform into beautiful beginnings. Moments that make me feel splendid. If the energy ain't right, you can feel hindered. I had one too many plates of hard times for dinner. So my thought process is that I'm a winner. And this is just ringing true for me all the way around, because like, you know, it's just ringing true for me in so many ways. I'm always going through opening new doors in my life and like closing other things off and opening them up and like doing new things and like, like I'm about to end doing this writing with Rashad to like start doing something else. So it's bittersweet, it's just bittersweet and it's ringing true. So like I told y'all in previous episodes, it's very important to stay like true to yourself and like write what you really feel, what's in your heart, and what's really going on in your life. Use your life as an example, and that's how it's always going to ring true with you. If like, you always just use what you're going through and then just use that as an example and then go off that, But so my thought process is that I'm a winner. And I want to talk about what is a winner experience. A winner, he experiences great things. He experiences relaxing moments, a great scenery. That's what I would imagine, right? And that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. Relaxing, nothing tense. I'm a chill person, My soul is very a calm, old soul where it's just relaxed. I'm not like out there like getting too crazy, even though I could, but I don't. So my thought process is that I'm a winner. So my thought process is that I'm a winner. and and I was talking about the scenery, right? So we're gonna talk about the scenery. So my thought process is that I'm a winner. Vacation, yeah, vacation, vacation, beach house, right? This is just what's coming to my head right now, guys, because I'm thinking like, what would I like? What would I like to see as far as my scenery? And vacation beach house, vacation beach house, vacation beach house, clear waters, clear waters, clear waters. I can see my reflection. I can see my reflection. And what came to my mind right now is just like, but who's that looking back at me, right? Because, this is me seeing myself like already successful, already doing the things that I imagined, that I dreamed of. A lot of times people think that I just conjure something up in my head and I'm just talking in my head about the success that I'm going to see, the success that I'm bringing into my life. And it's going to be really funny when I'm able to like prove that to y'all. At least to some of y'all. I don't really have a point to prove to anybody besides to myself, really. But it'll be funny when someone is able to witness that, oh, like he really did pull it in. He's not just talking about it in his head. It's not just mind games. So clear waters, I can see my reflection. I can see my reflection. This isn't mind games. This isn't mind games. Mind games. You probably don't believe in manifestation. You probably don't believe in manifestation. Okay, so you probably don't believe in manifestation. The reason why I said it is because, like, I can see my reflection. This ain't mind games. You probably don't believe in manifestation. Like I was saying, people think that I may just conjure this up in my head that I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna be able to like make all of these amazing things happen. That I'm already doing it, really. Through this is a small example of me doing that. So, you probably don't believe in manifestation, but I do, and I've been praying, right? So, but I do, and I've been praying. I've been praying. So we'll start from the top real quick. Bittersweet endings transition into beautiful beginnings. Moments that make me feel splendid. If the energy ain't right, you can feel hindered. I've had one too many plates of hard times for dinner. So my thought process is that I'm a winner. Vacation beach house, clear waters. I can see my reflection. This isn't mind games. You probably don't believe in manifestation. But I do, and I've been praying. Sometimes I wonder if God hear what I'm saying, right? Sometimes I wonder if God hears what I'm saying. So what made me think about that is like, because when I do pray, I wonder like, is God listening? Is the universe listening? Is anybody listening? Is the divine listening? Is any sort of like divine intelligence listening to my prayers, to our prayers? And I think that it is, especially if you're in tune and your heart's right. I think it's very important. If your heart's right and if you're praying and you're manifesting, then it's bound to come your way, especially if you're doing right. And if it's meant for you, then all you have to do is just walk into it, essentially. Kind of how I just like walked into doing this poetry and like just decided one day that this was for me. Regardless whether people think that I'm good at it or not, I still worked at it and became who I am today just by work ethic and saying that I'm gonna do something and then really do it. Like, people have commitment issues, you know. I said that I was gonna do this writing with Rashad. It took me 10 weeks to get here. I'm very happy, I'm very excited, and I deserve a pat on the back, and I'm gonna give myself that. So, I want to read it one more time and cap it off. We're at the 15-minute mark, 15 minutes and 15 seconds. Bittersweet endings transition into beautiful beginnings, moments that make me feel splendid. If the energy not right, you can feel hindered. I've had one too many plates of hard times for dinner. So my thought process is that I'm a winner. Vacation beach house, clear waters. I can see my reflection. This isn't mind games. You probably don't believe in manifestation, but I do, and I've been praying. Sometimes I wonder if God hears what I'm saying. Thank you all. Let's end it here with a little signature from your boy. And thank you all so much for joining me for these episodes of Writing with Rashad, the joy of poetic expression. It's been literally a joy, and beyond that, you know, learned a lot about myself. I hope that you all have learned a lot about yourselves, and I hope that this was like helpful and beneficial in some way. I'm very happy that I could do this for you guys, and that you guys stuck with me. If you didn't, maybe you'll go back and look later. I think that you will. But yeah, it's been lovely. I'm going to take some time off and take care of some other things in my life that I want to do, that I'm going to bring to you all and let you guys know, as far as poetry and stuff. But yeah, until then, adios. Peace, guys.